This is an Auto Sleepers Nuevo. Now the really interesting thing about these is that they pack an awful lot into a 5.7 metre vehicle. It's designed really for two people, so it travels with two and it sleeps two, and it means that it's not overly compromised. It works really, really well. And because it is a coach built, you get the very upright sides, you get the big square body, and so you get a lot of space inside for what is a relatively compact vehicle. Now it's based on the Peugeot chassis. It's got the 165 horsepower engine in there. It's got the new silver colour scheme as well, so silver here and white here. That looks really smart. We'll take a stroll around the outside and I'll take you inside and show you what it's all about. Now these don't have gas bottles, they have an inbuilt underslung gas tank, so that's filled from here. Also, you've got a satellite TV hookup, so if you're in a site that's got cable, you can plug that in and get that straight into your TV inside. You've also got, that allows you to pump water into the vehicle, so if you've not got a hose, you can pump water out of a barrel or even a stream if you wanted to. That's your 240 volt power hookup, of course, and that is the cassette for the toilet. It's gone right around to the back. It's got the usual things you expect on here, so it's pre-mounted for a bike rack. There's a reversing camera built in up there. If you come right on around, this one's got the premium pack and the winter pack, so solar panels on the top, the awning that comes out, it's got insulated wheel arches, it's got extra lagging around the water tanks and so forth. So a very well equipped vehicle. Some nice touches as well, like for example, there's the drip rail over the door so that it deflects any water when it's raining out and around the door rather than non-user coming in and out, and they've illuminated that, as you can see. That's the awning, of course, up above it. Other things that we've got on here, there is two storage compartments. So this one goes in under the seats inside. It is lockable, of course, so it's not a security issue, but it means that you can get stuff out either from here or from inside the vehicle. The one underneath is just an outside locker. So that's for boots, muddy boots, that kind of stuff is great for that. The other things that you've got on here, this one here is a power socket. So you can plug in your 240 volt powered items on the outside if you want to, once she's powered up. And also that one allows you to plug in a barbecue and run it off the LPG tank, so that's very useful. And that's your standard water filler. So we'll come in here. There is a little button that powers out the step, that's up here. And away we go. Now what they've done with this is they've put the kitchen right at the back. So it's quite a decent size. And you can also expand it a little bit further because there is a pull-out section here. So if you want a bit more workspace, then you've got it. What you've got here is the oven, obviously, and the grill, and then there's a 4-burner hob. 3 of those are gas, 1 is electric. So if you're plugged into the 240 volt power, then you can use that one without using your gas. There's an extractor fan underneath there as well with lighting. What else we've got? Sink is here, of course. That's for the awning, the crank for the awning, and also heater controls are up here and the control system for the vehicle, so you can access water levels, battery levels, all that kind of stuff. Can be gas up from here. If we come a bit further this way then, there's a microwave on this one as well. You've got these, always put these on the Auto Sleepers, these little glasses here like this. And the toilet is back here as well, so if you have a look in this one, quite a decent sized toilet, but also the shower is in here, and quite cunningly there's a swing wall, so that drops around like so. This one then, there's a couple of catches to release. That drops across, gives you a proper separate shower area. That's a really nice touch. There we go, let's put that one back. Nice and simple. Bit of storage in here as well. And that's that. Now if we come back a little bit further, there is a big wardrobe in here. And the other thing we find in here is tables. So there's a larger table to go in between the seating for dining, but also a small table with its own leg. This one's freestanding, so you can put that outside if you want to as well. But the idea of this one is that if we spin on round, the front seats swivel round, and you'll see that there's a socket in the floor just here, and that means that you can drop a little table in there, swivel those seats around, really nice place to sit, watch a bit of TV if you want to. and put your drinks on there. So that's very nice. And talking of TVs, they don't fit TVs as standard. What you do with these is they pre-mount all the wiring, the aerial, all that kind of stuff. In fact, there's 12 volt, 240 volt and USB there, and you just mount a TV then onto here. So it's very much owner specification. This seating, very sociable arrangement, because you've got these two settees here, but then these chairs swivel around as well. So that makes that really nice, and that's where that table would go in the centre, the freestanding table, if you're dining. If you want to make this to a double bed, then you can do, because what you do is just pull these fellas out. There's one on either side, and they infill then, and that gives you your double bed. That's what I mean about being brilliant for a couple, because it seats two when you're underway, it sleeps two, but it's not compromised by trying to get more seating or sleeping into it. I mentioned that locker that was accessed from the outside, and in fact if we lift this one up you can see the inside of it there. So that's a pretty good size. You can see the door at the back. There are big opening skylights up above, so you can get a lot of ventilation into here and a lot of light, and these also have blinds that come across them, which are here. There we go. So you've got a fly screen if you put it that way, and on the other side a night screen. Same obviously for these, similar deal for these, like so. And then if you come right up to the front, as I mentioned, these seats will swivel round, and it's a usual Peugeot cab. So you've got the big touch screen in the centre, that's for your reversing camera, your navigation, your entertainment, all that kind of stuff is there. It's a manual 6-speed gearbox in this one. You've got the steering wheel controls for the stereo volume and your phone and so forth. And that's all pretty much what you'd expect. There are blinds for all these windows, so even here you can pull these across like so, and the same for the windscreen. So if we come right up here, that pulls out like that. And that, I think, is about the size of that. That's excellent. Let's come right on back. I'm going to take a seat over here. I'm going to say massive thanks to Nuevo Motorhomes for organising that tour. A huge thanks to you guys for watching, and we will catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.